A skill commonly associated with throwing is, of course, catching. Many different forms of catching exist, but we will examine one basic form. In this catch, both hands simultaneously contact and hopefully control the ball. This form of catching at an immature stage can be performed at 2 to 3 years of age, but remains rather uncontrolled or awkward at that time. At an advanced or mature stage, which may develop some years later, the ball is contacted initially by the fingers and control of the ball is maintained by the hands alone. The hands generally are lowered upon contact to reduce the force of the oncoming ball. Frequently at this mature level, the knees and waist are also flexed, contributing to the act of absorbing the force. At the immature stage of catching development, considerable differences are noticed. The catch at this stage is actually a trap, as the ball is cradled in the basket created by the arms and the chest. Catches frequently appear fearful. As the eyes close, the child's head may turn to the side while the trunk bends back. All three of these characteristics are simply fearful reactions to the oncoming ball. One can also observe the arms rigidly extended toward the oncoming ball just prior to the actual catch or attempted catch. At this stage of development, failure to maintain control of the ball is common. The result is, of course, a dropped ball. Finally, while the legs flex to aid in shock absorption in the mature pattern, in the immature pattern, the legs are rigid, seemingly uninvolved in the activity. At the next level of catching development, we see the chest trap occasionally, but the arms and the hands frequently play a more dominant role in gaining control of the ball. The arms of this catcher are extended toward the oncoming ball, but in a more relaxed, slightly flexed form. Less fear is noticeable as the eyes remain open during the catch and the head maintains a position facing the ball rather than turning to the side away from the ball. Despite these improving characteristics, we can also observe that the catcher remains rather rigid overall. In other words, the knees and waist exhibit minimal flexion, and the arms do not lower upon reception of the ball. All of these characteristics, indicative of a mature level of catching development, are necessary to absorb the shock from the force of the ball. Let's now examine, in summary, the major characteristics of catching development. For the immature catcher, the ball is trapped against the chest. We see fearful reactions to the oncoming ball. Eyes are closed and the head turns to the side. The trunk extends away from the ball. The arms are rigidly extended toward the ball, preceding the actual projection of the ball. And drops of the ball are common. For the mature catcher, contact and control are achieved by the fingers and hands alone. The hands are lowered upon contact to absorb the force of the ball. Finally, the knees and waist may also flex to aid in the shock absorption process.